So let's discuss
Sure.
about what the good life is. Because when you say good, it's very easy to explain what's good. It gives satisfaction, it makes us happy, and paano bang we feel good from the word good itself. It's very self-explanatory, no? But in a broader sense, what really a good life is. Okay. Now, some of us will say na good life is about being with our loved ones. Actually, we feel good more with our peers than with our family members. I tell you, there was a survey. It was conducted in Europe, and they found out that people are more happy if they are with their friends than with their family. And I do not know what's the reason
Yes,
behind.
sir. I agree.
Especially when you go to outing with your barkada, may celebration and then may reunion, for example. The level of happiness is at the highest level. If you compare it that you are with your family, may outing kayo, parang there is a certain barrier or restriction sa happiness. Now, according to Aristotle, I hope you know who he is because he's very popular. Even when you are in elementary, his name is mentioned and most of his picture like this one, it's on your wall. Diyan, nakadikit yan sa mga walls. Now, according to Aristotle, a Greek philosopher, he said that a good life or happiness, okay, that's another word for good life, happiness. Happiness is the ultimate goal of man. Yan daw. All of your actions, all of your sacrifice, all of your deeds, decisions, whatsoever, all of them rooted sa happiness. Like, you are depriving yourself from sleep, just doing your homework. Di ba? You are punishing yourself for what? If you will dig deeply, it's because you want to be happy. 'Di ba? Ayaw mong mapagalitan kinabukasan, ayaw mong bumagsak. And when you fail from a certain subject, you cannot proceed to the next year level. And it will give you anxiety. So for you to be happy, you have to sacrifice. That's according to Aristotle. The ultimate goal of man is happiness, or the purpose of life is happiness. Now, Aristotle's approach is teleological. This is the connection between right action and the result or end of right action. It means we have to look at the consequence of every action that we have. Like joining the class for today. So, why are you here? Why are you spending your money? Why are you wasting your time for our online class? Because you are looking at the very very end, meaning the result of your action. And then he said the word good, that is which everything aims is it's in the art and science, and all of our actions have goals or aims. Kung normal ka na tao, lahat ng kilos mo, alam mo na meron yung patutunguhan. Unless wala ka sa tamang pag-iisip. But all of our actions have goals or aims. You enrolled in this class, you enrolled in CCSPC for one thing. Kasi meron kayong gustong marating. Diba? That's why he said, the end goal for humans is happiness. Now, let's recall your work. Makita doon sa FB group yung video na pinost ninyo, 'di ba? Ang dami nyong goal. Some of you want a car, you want a brand new house, you want to finish your study, you want to have a happy family, etc., etc. So, in order for you to achieve such goals, you know yourself that you have to sacrifice from the very beginning. Like ito, first year kayo, medyo malayo pa. Now, the first discipline na masasabi nating nagbibigay ng halaga or definition to a good life is what we call materialism. From the word material itself, okay, papasok agad sa isip ninyo anong gusto kong sabihin. Materialism is actually a discipline wherein ang daming tao, actually majority, siguro nasa 98% of all people on earth, their end goal in life is the materialistic aspect of the world. They want, yun na, binanggit ko kanina, cars, jewelries, lahat ng nakikita, nahahawakan ng mata, ng kamay, nakikita ng mata, they are said to be material. Now, this is the definition of materialism. Materialism is a realist's philosophy of science. When you say realists, these are the people who said na to see is to believe. Di ba? To see is to believe means hindi siya imaginary, hindi siya plano, pero ang gusto nila yung andyan. It has shape, it has mass, it has volume. For short, matter ang kanilang habol. Okay? Masyadong practical ang materialism. Okay? This holds that the world is material and all phenomena in the universe consists of matter in motion according to natural laws. And materialism asserts the primary of the material world, that matter precedes thought, and thought is a reflection of a material world. Okay, I want you to contemplate with these words. Matter precedes thought, and thought is a reflection of material world. Okay? Lahat ng pumapasok sa isip ninyo, lahat ng experiences na meron kayo, all of them is a manifestation of your encounter in this material world. Okay? Bear in mind na hindi posible mabuhay without material. So, ito na, materialism. Material things ang kanilang basis for happiness. Okay. I have here a drawing. Kung gumagamit kayo ng cellphone, mas nilagay ko mga pictures para makita ninyo. Kasi kung cellphone, maliliit yung mga writings. If you will interpret this image I posted, actually it was taken from Google. 'Di ba? The world is dominated by matter or material. Even the world itself is considered as material. And people nowadays are spending their time, their effort, all their energy para makakuha lang ng kanilang hinahangad, which is yun na, mga material goals or aims in life. Kahit kayo, if you go to Western countries and even some Asian countries, their life is very preoccupied with materialistic goals. Gusto nila Gucci, gusto nila pera, pera, pera. Like itong mga Koreans, Japanese, and Chinese. Tignan nyo yung nasa utak nila. They already forgot humanity. What they want in life is money. Their life is being occupied with money. Lahat ng actions nila nakasenter sa pera. They even forgot who they are. They even neglect their own family. Ang daming incident like Japan, nagkakaroon na sila ng maraming psychological and social issues dahil sa sobrang pag-aspire nila sa pera. Merong grupo ng mga tao sa Hapon na ayaw nang lumabas ng bahay. Why? Because their parents are keep on looking for money. Nalimutan na sila palakihin. So yung mga taong yan, nalimutan ko yung name at term ha, It's a psychological abnormality. Parang ni Kimuro yata yung tawag dun. Nagtatago lang sila sa kwarto for decades. Imagine, I am not talking here about months, weeks, or year, ha? Decade gayon. Hindi na sila lumalabas sa kwarto. Ang parents na lang nila maglalagay ng pagkain, ng lahat ng needs nila, and nabubuhay na lang sila sa virtual world. Shikinomori yata tawag doon. Meron yung term, basta you can search for it. It's a phenomenon that is very alarming right now, and it's happening in Japan. Ayaw na nilang makisalamuha sa tao. Mas gusto na nila magstay sa kanilang kwarto. Ayaw na rin nilang mag-work. And anong pulot dulo niyan? Kasi ang mga parents na supposedly magpapalaki sa kanila, na ano na, ang goal na is pera, pera, pera for them to sustain and to exist. Pinaka-primary talaga dyan na purpose is to exist. You know, in Japan, everything are so expensive. Lahat doon mahal. Kaya nga, do not feel jealous about their economy. When you say, Japan is a very, very wealthy country, or China. Huwag kang magselo sa kanila kasi something is wrong in their society right now. Nawawala na yung pagiging tao. Puro na lang material. But I tell you, on the other hand, it's wise, di ba? It's wise, it's practical, and it's real to aspire for material possession. Alangan naman, puro ka idea, and wala ka ng halos pagmamayari. Matutulad ka niyan kay yung philosopher na nakatira sa drum. His name is Diogenes. Ang sa kanya, ayaw niya ng material world, kaya titira na lang siya doon sa loob ng drum. Anyway, so if you will look at this picture, mga want, like this one, shopping galore. Diba? There are people who are so preoccupied with their desires. And that desire, puro mga material, mga bagong damit. And hindi yan magsusuot ng damit na ganyan araw-araw, ha. Iba na naman bukas. And they will wear it once. And each clothing na meron sila is worth thousands of dollars. I'm talking about thousands of dollars. That's 50,000 pesos equivalent sa atin. And susutin lang nila yan once. May mga tao din nagpapatayan sa mga grocery. Like example, merong sale. In United States, may tinawag silang parang Black Friday sale yata yun. Lahat sila paunahan para makapasok lang sa store. Ganun sila ka-materialistic. Or tayo pala, kasali na rin tayo doon. Yung mga propaganda ngayon sa social media, Lazada birthday sale. Natapos yung birthday nila, in-extend ulit, merong Lazada 444 sale. Hindi rin pahuli si Shopee, nandun si Chris Aquino. Look at this propaganda. 'Di ba? Ang kanilang goal is to get your money. And aside from getting your money, kayo naman on your end, you want to get their product. So, palitan yan, law of equivalent trade. Nasi-shift yung buong atensyon ninyo sa material. Now, sa perspective ng mga materialists, reality is ultimately composed of matter. And that's reality. Yang mga binabanggit ninyong heaven, hell, it's just an imagination for them. It's not true. Panakot tao lang yan para magpakabait kasi hindi lahat ng oras, lugar may pulis. Para sa mga materialist, pangluloko lang yan na merong angels nagbabantay sa inyo. In fact, wala. Ang totoong reality is materials, money. Because with money, you can buy people. You can even subdue people from their will. Kaya mong bilhin ang tao. Kaya mong bilhin lahat. Kung magkasakit ka, kaya mong bayaran yung sakit na yan para matanggal. So, for them, that's their ultimate reality. Okay? Material things. Now, both Eastern and Western philosophers have argued na itong lahat is made of matter. Okay? Maraming ambisyoso. May iba pa nga sa atin, halos ibenta ang ating kaluluwa para lang makapag-own ng mga bagay-bagay. Okay? Para lang makapag-own ng mga minimithi nila. If you observe the presentation of your classmates, may makikita ka talaga doon bahay, cars, di ba? It's a sign that they are materialists somehow. Di naman totally materialist, but somehow they are materialists. Kayo, including you yourself who are listening to this discussion right now. Now, according to si Yenka, sabi niya, we live in a materialist world and materialism appeals so strongly to humanity no matter where. Yan. Masyado tayong attracted sa materialistic side. Kahit tanungin ko kayo ngayon, oo no? Adasa, guilty?
Sir?
Ikaw ba, guilty? Or hindi? Na your mind
Hindi
is very
naman.
preoccupied. Okay, good. That's hindi. Pwede. Mamaya pag-usapan natin bakit. How about Luis? Tutaan, are you there?
Syempre sir, yes sir. Syempre, di naman po natin maano yan na maghahangad tayo ng material things.
Hindi
Kaya
hindi
ako-
ma-avoid, 'di ba? Hindi ma-avoid.
Yes sir.
Kasi
Kaya nga
practical.
po, yung goal na makapagtapos ng pag-aaral, syempre, magkaroon po ng magandang trabaho para mabili po yung gusto.
Kaya
Yun
nga.
naman po talaga yun sir, di ba?
Kasi kung hindi mo yan iisipin din, yung material na aspect na yan, mamumulubi ka, aapihin ka, since inapi ka, makapatay ka pa ng tao din. Pag
Yes.
nakapatay ka ng tao, maimpyerno ka din, kawawa ka talaga. Kaya nga, hindi mo masabi totally na ang materialist masama. Kasi even the one who created us, who placed us on earth, He uses materials to create the world and even ourselves. Nagmula tayo sa material, kaya nga, sabi doon ng mga materialists, ang ating thought din naka-occupy sa material things. Di ba we are made of dust? And to dust we return? Agree, disagree? Luis,
Agree.
oh,
Agree sir.
is a dust a form of material or not?
Yes sir.
Matter, di ba? So it
Matter
means
po yun.
bahagi
Yes,
siya
sir.
ng creation. Kaya hindi din natin maitanggi na maghahangad din tayo ng material. Okay? So that's it. That's the first discipline, ladies and gentlemen. And we call it materialism. Next is hedonism. Have you heard this word before? Hedonism as jolly. Nandyan ba
Hindi
siya?
pa, sir.
Hindi pa. This is your first time to hear such word, no?
Yes, it
Hedonism?
was my first time to hear that word.
Okay.
Hedonism.
Now, hedonism is a discipline na naiiba sa materialism, ha? Hedonism is a discipline wherein your ultimate goal in life is the desire, yung carnal desire. When I say carnal, bodily desires. That's hedonism. I'll give you an example. You want to eat more than what is appropriate. That's an example of hedonism. Para bang ang goal mo sa buhay is to satisfy your body, to satisfy your id, your animal side. You want to eat delicious food. And it's not only eating, you want to full your stomach until hindi na makapasok ang iba pang food. That's an example of hedonism as jolly. Got
Yes,
it?
sir.
Another example of hedonism. Anyway, bago ko i-define ang hedonism. Another example is sexual pleasure, sexual desire. It's also hedonism. Para bang ang mundo mo, kaya ka nabuhay is because you want to have sex. You are attracted to pretty boys or beautiful ladies. Yan. And most of the time, dinidream mo sila na mapasayo. That's hedonism. And then, you satisfy your body just parang parang you will do everything just to satisfy your body. And you want to have sex. That's hedonism. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the world aspires for bodily desires. May iba magsispend talaga ng millions. Makakuha lang ng dalaga, then makikipagtalik sila. Si Vice Ganda, for example, ben gwapo gayud ang kaniyang nobyo, di ba? Si Tuy ba yun ang pangalan nun? I forgot the
Si,
name.
si
Sino pangalan?
Ayon, sir.
Oh, ayan, yes. Tawag niya doon, Tuy. Grabe. He is willing to spend everything just to get the love and affection of Tuy. Kasi nga, hedonism, how gusto niya yung karne ni Tuy. Imagine ha? Mga kings, for example, mga sultans ng mga Ottomans, for example, sa Turkey. Meron yan siyang tinatawag na harem. Alam niyo yung harem? Lahat ng mga dalaga,
Yes,
mga
sir.
virgins, ilagay sa isang kwarto. Siguro mga hundreds ng mga pinakamagandang dalaga sa lugar. Bibilhin niya, ilalagay niya sa isang kwarto din. Papasok siya doon, siya lang ang lalaki. Parang gangbang. Imagine ha? That's hedonism, ladies and gentlemen, and many wants to die for it just to get what their body wants. It's not only about food, it's not only about sex. Ang dami, basta bodily desires. Okay? Let's define what hedonism is. It is an ethical theory which holds that the supreme end of man consists in the acquisition of pleasure. Alam nyo ibig sabihin ng pleasure?
Yes, sir.
Ano sa Tagalog, Raf? Ano yan?
Yung kasiyahan, sir.
Hindi, kasiyahan,
Yung
happiness. Ito na,
happiness.
ligaya. Di ba? Ligaya ang
Parang
itawag.
ligaya po, ligaya.
Yan, pleasure. Sarap-sarap, pero pang sandali lang. Pero gusto nila ulitin ulit. Okay? Sensible pleasure are the highest good of life. Iba nga, they want to pay mga 300 peso for 1 hour massage. Na-try nyo na yan, magpamasahe? That's another form of pleasure. Hindi lang sex, ha? That is why, according to the definition, na our morality, itong morality natin is grounded on the pleasure or satisfaction that an act brings or entails. That the good action is pleasant action. Ibig sabihin, para sa mga hedonist, ang mabuti para sa kanila ay yung masarap. Gets ninyo? Yun ang kanilang definition ng mabuti or good life. Dapat masarapan ang katawan. And the bad action, yun yung nagpo-produce ng pain or unhappiness. May tao bang ayaw maging masaya? Meron? Wala. Almost all of us, we want to be happy. So tama si Aristotle. Ayaw natin ng pain, to be honest. Ayaw natin na maging unhappy. That is why we study hard because we want to be somebody one day. And if we are already somebody and we can afford, kahit sino dyan mangligaw sa'yo or liligawan mo, sasagot lang. Kasi you have all na desire mo sa mundo. So that's hedonism. Okay, this is an example of hedonism o itong painting na to. Nakikita nyo?
Opo.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anong mga nakikita ninyo? Sandali, hindi ko kasi kayo makita. Ako ang hindi nakakakita. Sinong andyan? Let's call in, sino ba? Tawagin ko. Sinong nandyan? Hindi ko makita. Naka-share screen kasi. Who'd like to volunteer aside from Luis and Asjali? Anong mga nakikita nyo? Ha?
Sir, ano po, oh?
Sino yan siya? Si Adaza yan?
Si po, sir, lumibaw.
Lumibaw. Oh, yes, lumibaw. Anong nakikita mo dito?
Sir, base sir sa ano, oh, sa painting, yung mga ano, sir, oh, like, may babae siya lalaki. Like yung sinasabi niya na ano, oh, yung
yan yung way ng good life nila.
Yan, para sa kanila, yan ang good life. Thank you very much,
Yes po,
Miss
sir.
Lumibaw, for your interpretation
Welcome po,
sa
sir.
painting. Di ba, for them, this is good life. And there are groups of people in the United States or even dito sa atin nag-party-party. Have you heard about what happened to, makichismis tayo ha? Have you heard about what happened to Dasera ba yun? Christine Dasera?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Na, grabe,
Yes,
New
sir.
Year's Eve, 10 lalaki din siya lang mag-isa. Grabe, party. Drugs. Then, grabe, happy masyado. Imagine ha, na-solo niya yung mga bingwapo mga lalaki doon. Not all ha lalaki, pero at least. That person, obviously, her motive in life is hedonist's motive. Ganito, tulad ng nakikita nyo sa picture, yung petting, ano ba, lasing, maglalasing, ano pa, drugs, lahat ng magkakaroon sila ng pleasure. 'Di ba? Kaya nga ang Diyos parang galit na galit sa mga ganito. Anyway, hindi mo masisi ang tao kasi binigay kasi yan sa atin yung senses na yan. And most of us can exploit that senses. Here, we feel envy to some of our friends who loves to be with their barkada. Kasi pleasure, inom-inom, di ba? Grabe. Tapos, ako dyan, habol ko dyan yung mga libreng drinks. That's hedonism, ladies and gentlemen. And I tell you, that's a good life for them. Napansin ko, walang naglagay doon ng hedonist principle sa kanilang kartolina. Deep inside your head, gusto nyo yun. That's happy for you. That's good life for you. Yung may nobyo ka, ben guwapo gayon. Diba? Your day is complete. Or
Super.
nobya. Diba? Nobya na ben, katulad nitong mga nasa picture, so pretty, or 4 na nobya, mas ganyan, mas maganda. Parang harem. Isn't it a very good life? Super. Sino bang ayaw ng buhay na ganyan? Ito naman mga nagpapatato. May mga narinig nyo na yung mga sadists? Wala pa. Si Asjali
Yes,
lang
sir.
man naalala ko. Alam mo yung sadist? What's the definition of sadist? Sige daw. They feel good when they are?
They feel pain.
Yes,
Pain, sir.
precisely. When they feel pain, they feel good. Ito yung mga hedonists. Yung gusto nila saktan ang sarili nila. Magpatato. Gustong-gusto nila yan. Yung parang may challenge, may thrill. Or magbutas sa mga tenga. Meron akong nakitang mga binata ngayon nagbubutas ng tenga. Yung malaking butas ha, parang calamares. Hindi ako nagbibiro. Nilalagyan nila parang seafood.
Opo, sir.
For them, feeling that such kind of pain is happiness for them. Ang tawag dyan, mga sadists or sadista. May iba naman, sa sex, gusto nila hampas-hampasin sila. Imagine. Nakita ko lang sa mga movie ha. Imagine.
Pornhub, sir.
Yes. Nanonood ka niyan as Jalias. Tagpirulize na Jim. Bismillahirrahman. Nanonood ka niyan. Anyway. But I tell you, for them, that's good. Diba? Yung iba nagda-drugs. For them, that's also good. Kasi they feel ecstatic pleasure. Ecstatic means parang heavenly pleasure. Nagsisigarilyo. Bahala na ma-destroy si body. No problem. Basta, for the moment, meron akong kasiyahan. O, diba? Party! Kita nyo yan? Grabe. Especially in the West. Ang mga tao dun, ganito ang gusto sa buhay. They are willing to spend their fortunes just to be with their friends. And some of their friends have this opposite or negative influence on them. Pero, good life ito. Tingin nyo, bad life ito? This is good. For them. Masyadong no? Para sa mga religious, pag madre na lang mo, basta dito, masaya talaga,
Bongga, sir.
Bongga, yes, grabe.
I'm planning to migrate in United States.
Oh my God. You're planning to migrate there. Oh, look at their lifestyle. Ganito. Not only in US, even in Manila, yung mga middle class to upper class societies, may nightlife sila. Tayo
Yes,
dito
sir.
sa Zamboanga, walang nightlife. Kasi may curfew.
May curfew, sir.
Aside from curfew, hanggang dyan ka na lang sa Baliwasan Boulevard, kain ng balot. Yan na yung nightlife mo ba? Hanggang balot na lang pati suka. Sa kanila, grabe, to the highest level. Now, hedonism has its consequences, I tell you, ha? Even if I've exaggerated its definition, but there are consequences of such. For example, look at this image. Oh, nakikita niya? Itong mga
Yes, sir.
daredevils na to,
Sir.
willing to risk their life. Ito naman, glutton. Itong glutton, ito yung gustong-gustong kumain tulad ko. Parang, pag may ulam dyan, hindi ko titigilan hanggat hindi ako mabusog. Ito naman, mga lasinggo. Hindi ako ganyan. Yan. But my father is, ito, drunkard. Hindi titigil hanggat hindi magsuka-suka.
Hindi na Yes,
Ito
sir.
naman, grabe ito. Di ba?
The fourth one,
The
bongga.
fourth one, grabe. The experience is to the max. Imagine, ha? And then,
Nag-iisang babae.
so ano to, doing extreme sports or adrenaline, ito naman, pleasure eating, ito drinking alcohol to get high, ito engaging in casual sex to get orgasm, mahirap man yan i-explain, and then avoiding hard work, yang itong katamaran is also hedonism. Kasi nga, ang mga hedonists, they don't like pain. So, pagiging tamad or sloth is hedonism, I tell you. Yung ayaw gumising sa umaga, nag-alarm clock, ganun, and then, bahala ka dyan. Magpiyong ako sandali. Okay? Ang consequence of hedonism is failures to survive, to stay healthy, to attract a family-oriented mate. Kasi nga, tulad sa Hollywood, hindi family-oriented yung mga partners nila. After kasal, kinabukasan, divorce. Parang nagdula lang. Like Britney Spears. Kinasal ngayon, the following day, hiwalay agad. Imagine! Kasi nga, they just want to taste the opposite. Hindi ko nasabihin. Anyway, to conceive a healthy child or to transfer your family mentality to your children. That's why this is, hedonism is failure to extend your family line or biological failure ang hedonism. Even if in-exaggerate ko kanina, but I tell you, meron siyang downside. For example, itong sex, may downside yan. Malay mo, may sakit na yung kapartner mo. Problema ka ngayon. 20 minutes na sarap, pero 20 years na agony or
Hirap.
pagdurusa. Di ba?
Yes.
Ito namang alcohol. 5 hours na sarap, kasi 5 hours ka lasing, pero the whole day tomorrow na, or whole day or lifetime na sakit.
Yes.
Ito, ilang oras na sarap yung kumakain? 30 minutes lang. Pero, lifetime naman na pagtaba, sakit, lahat, diabetes. Okay? Next is Stoicism. I hope nakamove on na tayo sa hedonism. Let's move to the third, Stoicism. Have you heard about this?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ito, mga Stoics. Pangalan nito, si Epictetus. In ancient Greek philosophy, okay, itinuro sa kanila ang virtue na tinawag na Stoicism. This is the highest good. This is higher than hedonism and materialism. Bakit? Because it is based on knowledge. And that the wise live in harmony with the divine reason and paano ba to? And well as being indifferent to changes of fortune and to pleasure and pain. So, for Stoics, for them, they are happy when they learn something new. For them, that's happiness. Di ba may mga tao na i-abandon ang lahat ng material possession, i-abandon lahat ng, tawag dyan, kinabukasan nila just for them to obtain knowledge. That's what we call Stoicism. Masaya sila pag may natutunan sila ngayon. Mga scientists, napansin nyo, daw buang na. Hindi na nga nagnonobya. Hindi na nga tinatanggap ang sahod nila kasi lahat na i-invest sa mga scientific projects. Those people are said to be Stoics. Kasi for them, that's the highest good kapag meron kang knowledge na na-acquire. Konti lang ang mga Stoics, ladies and gentlemen. Ha? Konti lang. Ito lang yung mga academe. That's why Stoic philosophy was the conviction that the individual human could apply reason to the information provided by her or his senses and develop a true understanding of reality. So for them, if they understand life, if they understand parang the the A up to Z of life, para bang mga know-hows, for them, that's a good life. Okay? Iba mag-spend talaga like in the Middle Ages, ang isang libro is worth 1 kilogram of gold. Alam nyo ba yun? Dapat may 1 kilo ka ng ginto para makabili ka ng isang book. That's how expensive knowledge was before time. Napakamahal. Ngayon, ang book PDF na, libre pa. Ayaw pa basahin. Sa Middle Ages nga, yung mga babae na gustong mag-learn ng something new, binibenta nilang katawan nila sa may-ari ng librarian. Makipag-sex sila sa librarian para makuha lang yung book at mabasa yung isang page. Isipin nyo yan. There was even an Arab proverb, sabi niya, "Teach me one letter and I will serve you 40 years of my life." Imagine na isang letter lang ng language mo, ituro mo sa akin. Paglilingkuran kita ng 40 years. That's how thirsty the Stoics are when it comes to knowledge. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within your control and some things are not. Epictetus. Now, initially, basahin ko ha, Stoicism emerged as a reaction against the belief that pleasure is always good and pain is always bad or evil. Ulitin ko, ito yung opposite ng hedonism. 'Di ba sa hedonism, evil ang pain. Pero sa Stoicism, through pain, you will have higher virtue and higher level of life. And what is that pain? And that is to gain and acquire knowledge and understanding. Napansin niyo pag mag-study mahirap? Agree, disagree?
Yes, sir.
Daw nasusuka ka, ganyan, kasi isosolve mo yung mathematics problem. But when you understand the concept, and you have a clear para bang skill on how to do it, so you are so happy. Sa mga Stoics, bahala na mawala ang lahat, bahala na mas magkasakit sila basta mag-learn lang. That's why Stoics seek serenity or peace of mind through self-discipline. Self-discipline means kaya mong kontrolin ang sarili mo. Yan ang mga Stoics. Mag-aral lang ng mag-aral. Boring ang buhay nila, hindi. A little bit. Pero, depende kasi yan sa tao at the end. Ha? Happiness, sabi nila, comes only through detachment from external things. Ito na, you detach yourself from all those influences na meron ang mga materialists at hedonists. Okay? The disciplined, ito yung may self-control or reasonable person can be happy under any and all conditions. That's why for Stoics, everything is a matter of attitude and nothing can make you happy or unhappy without your consent. Pag hindi ka papayag, hindi yan mangyayari. Is it clear? Now, do you understand what Stoicism is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, pleasure of the mind. Kung ang hedonism pleasure of the body, ang Stoicism naman pleasure of the mind. Pag may ma-learn sila, masaya na sila doon. Kaya ang iba after mag-school, mag-masteral. 'Di ba? Pag nagmasteral na, hindi pa talaga satisfied, doctorate. Pag mag-doctorate na, hindi pa talaga masatisfied, mag-aral pa ng ibang area or mag-postdoctorate. Grabe. Kasi yun yung happiness version nila. Okay? Now, let's proceed to the last one, the fourth. It's called Theism. Have you heard about this? Sino pa bang tatawagin ko? Sandali. Kasi wala akong listahan. Hindi kasi makita. Nandyan ba si Lumibaw tapos na? Nandyan ba si Juan? Sino ba? Sumagaysay, nandyan? Wala. Sinong andyan na
Wala
hindi pa
po,
nag-share?
sir.
Si Alcoseba nandyan? Lirio?
Wala rin po, sir.
Sinong andyan na hindi pa nag-share? Si
Adaza po.
Camille. Camille,
Yes, sir.
sabihin mo, salamat, Shopee. Joke lang, Camille, ha?
Salamat, Shopee.
Camille, have you heard about the word theism? Or wala pa?
Familiar, sir, pero hindi ko masyadong matandaan
Oh,
kung ano yung meaning.
itong word na to, atheist. Narinig mo na? Atheist or
Yes,
atheist?
sir, familiar.
Familiar lang, pero may
Yes,
idea
sir.
ka ano yan?
Atheist. Wala, sir. Basta narinig ko na siya previous.
Okay.
Before.
Ang mga atheists, opposite yan ng theist. Ha? Ang atheist, sila yung hindi naniniwala sa Diyos. Ngayon, alam mo na. Camille,
Yes, sir.
di ba? Pag sabihin mong ang mga communists are atheists, sila yung mga opposite ng theism. Because when we say theism, this is the belief of the divine. Na they believe that there is someone who created all of us and the world is just a testing place or para bang a midterm exam. Itong life daw natin, napaka-brief lang. Parang midterm exam lang ito. Now, if you pass, then you are welcome to the next level and that is the heavenly life. But if you fail, you have to go down to the lowest level and that is hell. So that's theism. This is love of God. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the highest of the four. Kung ang Stoicism, love of the mind, ito namang theism is love of the supreme being, the one who created us. And we want to follow Him no matter what. Meron siyang 10 commandments. Mahirap yun sundin, di ba? Ang nandoon, honor thy father and mother. Now, what if ang parents nyo sa lawayon? Can you still respect them? According to theism, yes. Kahit sino pa yan sila, yes. Okay? Theism is the belief in the existence of a divine. Pag divine meaning God, ha? May langit, may impyerno, etc., etc. Depende kung anong religion meron kayo. This is usually referring to the monotheism or one God. Ano bang original monotheist religion? We have Judaism. O, di ba? Mga Hudyo. Tapos yung Judaism, nagkaroon ng branch, we call it Christianity. Isang God pa rin. Pero, si isang God, may tatlong forms. Kaya niyang magkagibunsin. Yun na yung Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. O, di ba? Ganun ka-complex ang Christianity. Okay? Kasi yung God daw, na super powerful, hindi yun pwedeng makihalubilo sa tao. Kasi nga, masusunog ang tao or itong buong planeta natin. That's why kailangan niyang magkagibunsin, maging human, para walang bias ba? Alangan sasabay sa iyo yung God na umiilaw, masunog tayo lahat. So meron siyang form na human. Yun na yung in the form of Jesus Christ. That's Christianity. And then, when Jesus went to heaven, iniwan niya ang isa pa niyang katawan. Yun na yung Holy Spirit. Yang nasa puso nyo ngayon, yung si super ego, naalala nyo? Kay Sigmund Freud? Yung nagsasabi sa'yo, huy, bembawa man kayo. Seko, kaya kayo. Di ba? Nisisita. Ustedes. Di ba? Resa kayo. Teresa. Sila yun. Iniwan. Nandyan sa puso mo ngayon. Yang nagsasabi na masama yan. Sundin mo ito. Okay? That's the Holy Spirit. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Now, kung sabihin natin na lahat ng bagay Diyos, ang tawag dyan is pantheism. Pantheism, like itong building na to is Diyos. I-worship natin to kasi it's there and it gives us sustenance and protection. Di ba? Ito namang polytheism, they have God but there are so many. A good example is Hinduism. Alam nyo ba meron silang Diyos pero 1,000,000 ang Diyos nila. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva,
Yes, sir.
etc.
Yes, sir.
Napaka-weird. Kasi when they go to rice field, merong Diyos sa mga bigas. Imagine yan. Kung pupunta sila sa river, merong Diyos na nagbabantay sa river na yon. Ibang Diyos na naman. If they go sa mountain, may Diyos ang mountain. That's polytheism. And atheism naman, yan na yung sinabi ko na mga taong hindi naniniwala sa Diyos. Kuha ninyo? For them, God is just a joke. It's not true and the Bible, Quran, Talmud, etc. are just a fairy tale story to scare us. Para takutin tayo. So, that's it. Have you seen this painting and have you heard about it na andito si Moses o luoy kaayo nagsasalita pero the rest are worshiping the golden calf. O, di ba? At least, may Diyos sila. Ang problema,
Sir,
ito yung Diyos nila. So, si Moses,
kita na
nagalit.
ng
Mm-mm.
movie.
So, pinakita niya yung 10 Commandments. So, di ba? Yan yung biblical depiction or story about what really happened. And also this one, I think this is the Greek mythology. Wherein the Greeks are pagans before but meron silang Diyos, sobrang dami din. Polytheists sila. Polytheists are pagans. Meron silang si Zeus, yung may hawak ng kidlat. Sino ba to?
Side.
Basta marami. I cannot name them. So, si Venus, yung maganda. Si Hera, si Athena. Ito ito si Cupid, yung God of Love. Ito naman, ewan ko sino yung iba. Ito si Hades, nasa impyerno. Etc. 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 So, yan yung depiction ng mga theists. They have God, but we are not sure sino ang tama, sino ang mali. That's the problem. For example, the Muslims, they really believe that Christians are wrong. If you call Jesus as God, that's an insult to God. Kasi never maging tao ang Diyos. Diba Asjali? Muslim ka man Asjali, no? Hello? Wala na?
Hello, sir.
Asjali, Islam ang religion mo. Am I right or wrong? Kasi not all with Muslim surnames are Muslims, di ba? Hello? Baka wala na akong kausap, nagayaw-yaw ako dito. Anyway, now in ancient Philippines, I know you've seen this picture, we are said to be animists. Animist is a form of theist. Ang problema, we worship nature. Di ba? We worship nature. That's why nagbe-blessing tayo sa mga puno. Minsan kapag may sakit, magpatulo tayo ng dugo ng manok. Nasubukan nyo na mag-birthday, maglagay ng dugo sa noo ninyo?
Yes, sir.
Na yun, that's a practice of
Yes,
our
po.
ancient religion. Wala yan sa Christianity, maglagay ng dugo, gawing cross. Wala yan. Have you seen that one in the Bible? Wala. Even the Catholic Church are not doing it. Yung mag-ihaw ng manok kasi birthday. And then yung dugo, tawagin yung anak, kabar, ilalagay sa forehead. That's a sign na the animists religion na ginagamit natin noon pang panahon, na iwan pa ngayon. Or yung magpaaso ng mga kamangyan, na-try nyo na? After pumunta sa patay,
Yes, sir.
magsunog ng damo. Nasubukan nyo na yan?
Yes, sir.
Para daw hindi magdala ng
Yes po.
mala
Hindi
sa
daw po
bahay.
sumunod ang
Yes, and then bawal mag-bring home ng mga snack. kapag nasa patay galing. Imagine. Okay, this is Mount Olympus. Akala ng mga Greek, dyan daw nakatira ang Diyos, mga Diyos. Okay? Now, the fifth one is the last one. Hay, salamat, last one na. The time is 11:38. So, humanism. Diretsuhin ko na. Definition of what humanism is, this is an approach in study, philosophy, or practice that focuses on human values and concerns. Okay? Sir, ano yan? Anong kaibahan yan sa Theism and Stoicism? For humanism, kahit tanggalin mo na yung Diyos, tanggalin mo na yung wisdom na yan. For humanists, mag-focus ka sa values. Values means, ano ba sa Tagalog ang values? Pagpapahalaga na meron ang tao. Yung konsensya mo. If you don't want to be hurt, treat also other person the same as you want to treat yourself. That's a humanist principle. Di ba meron tayong law, mga tao? Di ba may batas tayong ginawa? Yan ang humanist side natin. Okay? This is a system of thought that rejects religious belief and centers on humans and their values, capacities, and works. Now, can a group of people exist without religion? Yes or no? Everyone,
Yes,
sino
sir.
dyan gusto? Why, as Jolly? Why? Can a group of people exist without religion? Yes or no? As Jolly, ikaw lang natatawag ko dito. Ikaw lang ang kwan.
No, sir. No pala.
Why?
Kasi may mga group of people na hindi na iniwala.
No, my question is, can a group of people exist successfully even if wala silang religion?
Diba? Like, for example, yung
Now, the answer here is, hindi kita marinig as Jolly, but putulin ko na ha. The answer is yes. Yes, we can exist even if walang religion. I'll give you an example. North Korea, China, the Soviet Union. Di ba? They do not have religion, yet they are so successful. Kasi they are only focused on human values. Mga laws na ginawa ng tao para sa kanila, that's what will make them happy because there will be harmony. Huwag nang umasa pa sa mga God, sabi nila. Kasi nga ang Diyos, maraming version and makalito sinong totoo. Kasi lahat nag-aaway-away. Hindi sure sino. But if you go on the human values itself, it's universal. You don't want to hurt anybody pag walang kasalanan, di ba? That's universal. That's why they reject religious belief. And they will only focus on humans and what will make us progressive. Now, we have here Abraham Maslow. I hope you heard about him. Siya yung gumawa ng parang pyramid ng needs. The hierarchy of needs. Wherein, at the bottom, in which ito yung pinakamalaking portion, nandun yung basic needs. Naalala nyo yun? Food, shelter, clothing, etc., etc., nandun. Kasi we cannot survive without that. The next level is security. Kailangan safe ka. I cannot memorize the exact pattern pero it goes this way. The next is belongingness. Dapat tanggap ka. Dapat may napatunayan ka. And at the last one, doon sa bottom is konti lang nakakarating doon. We call it self-actualization. Self-actualization means wala ka nang hahangarin pang iba because dumating ka na sa point na na-achieve mo na lahat. At according to Abraham Maslow in his book, there are only two people on earth who achieve self-actualization. And the rest, nandun pa sa basic needs. Sino yung two? He said in his book, it's Albert Einstein and Abraham Lincoln. Sila lang. Kasi nga, winner ka na ng Nobel Prize, may family ka na, May allowance ka na. Ano pang gawin mo sa buhay? Wala ka ng goal. All you have to do is to self-actualize. 'Di ba? Love na lang yourself because wala ka ng iba pang goal. Lahat binigay na sa iyo ng Diyos. Okay? That's why Abraham Maslow is said to be the father of humanistic psychology. Okay? Because he understands our needs that makes us happy. Okay? Dito, anyway, you can still view this entire discussion on YouTube if gusto nyong ulitin ulit because there will be oral recitation much better. And that's all, folks. That's all, ladies and gentlemen, for our discussion. Kasi palobat na.